I just realized, what is this music? It's actually pretty fire music, I'm not gonna lie. Is this just normal, or... I'm really not 100% sure. But yeah, just give me a sec, everybody, and then we can fully start the stream, okay? I just gotta send this I just gotta send this link to a few people, and then we are chilling. But yeah, you'll just have to give me a sec. Buddy, what? What is playing in the background right now? Hold on, hold on, hold on. Hold on, hold on, hold on. What is playing in the... What the... Oh. It's this. This is what is causing it. Okay. Alright. What's good, everybody? Hope you have an amazing day today. FN, F11. Perfect. Alright, so today we are going to be ranking all the Minecraft mobs as of 1.21. And a few of these aren't even from vanilla Minecraft. Some of these are from the April Fool's snapshot, and some of these are from Education Edition. But yeah, I hope y'all enjoy the stream, and if you do, please consider dropping a like and subscribe. I'm trying to reach 150 by the end of the year, and if you could help me, that would mean a lot to me. But yeah, some of these are from Education. Let's go ahead and start the stream. Well, start the ranking. Alright, so first we got Allay. I'm honestly not 100% sure what I'd say to this. I have not used the Allay much at all, but I think they're a cool addition. You know, Wyoming, that actually is a good idea. Next tier list I do, I'm gonna let y'all vote. If y'all have any opinions though on where it should go though, and you have any reasonings, let me know. Keep in mind the stream is a bit delayed, so C tier kind of useless. Okay, I honestly agree with that opinion, Wyoming. So you know what? We're gonna dump it in C. Borderline B, simply because I think they look really cool. Next we have the Armadillo. Personally, I have used the Armadillo. Like I have like shaved it or like whatever it is. I could breed it with Amethyst. Okay, yeah, everybody's saying C tier. But yeah, Armadillo. I've used it, but I've never really equipped it to dog armor. So honestly, at this moment, I'd say D tier. I like that they added something new to Savannah. B tier wolf armor. Ugh. The thing is, I just haven't used it yet, so I don't have experience. So I don't know if it's good, bad, meh. So it's going in D tier for now. Now maybe if I use it and I do an updated version, I don't know, maybe 1.24, maybe I'll come back to this. But for now, it's D tier because I haven't used it. Everybody's saying B. Okay. You know what? I'll move it up to a C, simply because everybody loves to say B. Next, we have the Axolotl. Okay, I don't care what anybody says. This is probably the top of A tier. Honestly, borderline S tier. It doesn't have much of a use, but they're adorable. They can be found in lush caves, which is a really cool addition. And also the fact that it's actually a good challenge. Like, to find a blue axolotl and all that stuff, I feel like it takes a lot of time and effort. So personally, that's what I'm doing. So, yeah, everybody's agreeing with me, A. So yeah, personally, I think this is top of A tier. Bat. Do I really have to explain myself here? Plus, the new bats look ugly as heck anyway. S tier helps you underwater and cute. Okay, well, I'm seeing some S tiers and some A tiers for the Axolotl, but I'm keeping it top of A. Yeah, glad y'all understand F tier. Next we have the Camel. Now this one I've used a little bit, And I think it's a really cool addition, and I love how they added it to the desert. It's just perfect. So I'm gonna add it up in B tier. There's no shot. Yo, yo, what's good? Jack Mike, hope you're having an amazing day today. Dude, it's a nice addition to caves. Bro, you think that, okay, bats might be a solid addition to caves, but it's still going F tier because it has no usefulness whatsoever. But camels, I feel like a camel belongs in B because it's a good way to get around the desert and just get around in general. It's kind of similar to horses, and they're also just a cool addition to the deserts. So I think that it's a B tier personally. Camel is solid B. Okay, glad some of y'all are agreeing. Next we have a cat. Now personally, I'm more of a dog person in real life and in Minecraft, but I still do think cats are very cool and I love tameable pets. And also, if y'all didn't notice, if you sleep, sometimes the cat will curl up and drop stuff. Cat is a bit useful for farms. That is true. Oh yeah, bats move to D. They can help you find caves. Bro, I'm not moving bats. I don't care what y'all say. I'm not moving bats. Cat a B? Really? Are you? Yeah, you're probably right. 'Cause, yeah, it can be helpful in a few farms and stuff. I think it's ahead of camel for sure. Camel is borderline C tier. But yeah, cat can be at the very top of B tier. I think yeah, that's a decent spot. But I'm not moving bats. I refuse. Because I think it might actually be the most useless mob on the entire list, if I'm 100% honest. Alright, next we got the chicken. Okay, now I think the chicken, personally, is a solid A tier. And that's because it can drop feathers, which feathers are used to make arrows, which can be really good for early game before you get villagers, and before you really want to start killing skeletons, if you're hardcore and stuff. Also, eggs are pretty cool to, mess with your friends a little bit. Ain't no way y'all are saying C tier for chickens. There is no shot. Chickens are a solid A tier. Not A? Yeah. That's what I like to see. C and A. A. Okay, yeah. I'm glad I'm getting the popular opinion here. Okay. Next we got cod. Okay, my favorite food in real life is salmon. And oh yeah, it is really good for food. But my favorite food in real life is salmon. And cod is decent, but it's nowhere near salmon. And yeah, I'm just not the biggest fan of it. I'm just a hater, bro. Cod is a D mid-off food. I agree. Cod, you to be our first D. Congratulations. I don't know if y'all can hear it, but I'm clapping right now. I'm putting it D because because you have to cook it for it to actually be good. You have to go through a lot of effort to get it unless you make a fish farm, which a lot of people don't know how to do. And overall, I think salmon is just better in real life and in the game. Alright, next we got cow. There's no shot any of y'all disagree with me with this. I'm gonna be honest. Yeah, cow S. That's yeah. Cow. It drops leather, which you can use to make books, which books can be used to make bookshelves, which can help with enchanting. Cows also give some of the best meat. Even raw, it's as good as a carrot, and cooked, it's one of the best, giving 4 hunger, if not the best food item. And overall, I just think they're a cool looking mob, and I just love cows. They're a solid S. Yeah, leather and food, good food too. S. Yeah, I'm glad we got like everybody here agreeing with this here. Alright. Next we have the donkey. Huh. I have some mixed opinions about the donkey. So hear me out. The horse is better, but donkey can hold items for you. And yes, you could just use shulker boxes, but in early game, donkeys are some of the best ways to actually have items travel with you. So if you're able to find a saddle and a donkey early game, they could be really good for a while, honestly. Not to mention you can also ride them. And yes, they're not as fast, but they have basically everything a horse does. Donkey is C for me. I could store things in it when I'm traveling. Yeah. Donkey's a C. Trash version of a horse. Okay. Not a trash version. Horses, you can't store stuff. I'm putting Donkey C tier, but I'm putting it top of C tier because it actually has a use and a good use, unlike the Allay and Armadillo. If y'all want me to, I can move the Armadillo ahead of the Allay because those two I haven't used much of, and they're both just cute mobs, and I think they're good additions. So whatever. So if y'all want me to switch those two, let me know. Frogs, great addition to swamps. I'm gonna be honest, but to actually get frog lights, which is a great lighting source, you have to get frogs to go to the nether, and they have to eat magma cubes. Only like hardcore players and players who have long going worlds are really gonna do this. Your average Joe who just goes until they defeat the Ender Dragon, or maybe go until they like build a house and a farm and stuff, they're never gonna use this. They might have one as a pet, which is also cool. I think Frog, personally, borderline D tier, honestly. But since the Frog lights are good, I'm going to put it ahead of this. Frog S tier, there's no shot. Frog's an S for looks, but uses a C. I agree with you on that. I agree with you on that. I just don't. You got to consider here not just the fact that they can have good uses or that they're really cute. You have to consider what the average player would use these mobs for. And are y'all really telling me that the average player would actually get frog lights instead of just making the frog a pet? Like, let's be real with ourselves here. The answer is no. They're not going to. So for the average Joe, it's like this. But for like a hardcore player and stuff, I might up that to a B. But personally, I think it's a C. Next, we have the glow squid. Okay, this is might actually be the most controversial mob in this entire list. I'm gonna be honest. You put them on lead and get them. Not gonna lie, yeah, for real. But yeah, the glow squid. Dream's the reason this mob is here. Basically, I love glow item frames. I think they are really cool, and I like how there's another version to the regular item frames. But that's like the only use that they have. They are cool to find in caves, and I think they bring that a little. I think they make that a little cool. But overall, I just don't think they're as useful as a normal squid. I'm putting this thing D tier. I'm putting it ahead of COD though, because I love glow item frames. C F negative use, and how's it negative use, little bro? I think you're just a bit salty that it beat over whatever else. Alright, next we got horse sniffer. Oh wait, no. Oh no. The sniffer's just like this. So, I'm swapping it with like this. Alright. Next we have the horse. Okay. Now the horse, really good mob, but you're never really gonna use this out of early game. You lost all your things because of it. Ooh. I drowned. Ugh. Yeah, that sucks, man. I think horses personally, for how classic they are, how good of a use they are. They're one of the best travel methods, and also because alright, let's be real, it just brings so many biomes, just makes them better. So I think they're A. They also drop leather, which can also be really useful. In fact, now that I think about it, donkeys also drop leather. I think donkeys and camels to switch. I think camels get C tier and donkey gets bottom of B tier because they drop leather as well, which could be very useful for enchants and stuff. Alright, next we have. Oh wait, hold up. Give me a sec. Now that I think about it, okay, I don't have the echo. If you get elytra, it's just useless. I agree. Alright, now we got the red mushroom. Yeah, you heard me. It's better. It's better than a cow. Because not only do they have all the use of a cow, they drop beef, leather, and are just cute. They also can give you mushroom stew, and they just look better and more detailed as a mob. So this might actually be one of the best S tier mobs. Solid S, better version of cow. Yeah, exactly. There's no shot, Alex, that you think a cow is better than a mushroom. Now, mushrooms are harder to get, but you have to keep in mind that kind of just adds to them because it's more of a rare mob. And it's also found in a cool looking biome. Sure, it definitely needs a revamp, but still. I still think it's a good biome and great mob. Brown mushrooms are too rare, middle of C. Oh, yeah, yeah. Oh, this is the next one up. Uh, the thing is, these have the exact same uses. Do they give mushroom stew? Do y'all know if they give mushroom stew or not? Because I don't remember if they do give mushroom stew or not. If they do give mushroom stew, they're uh probably bottom of A. Because they look ugly. They look like they just sucked the color out of everything regarding this mob. Still look cool, and I still think their mushrooms are cool. It's just the mushroom itself is just non-detailed, and so is the mob. It's still cute and it's still a cow, but if it does drop stew, if it does give stew, then it's right here. Actually, it's also a rare mob to come across and a cool thing. Wait, brown gives a better stew? If it gives a better stew than red mushroom, then I honestly might have to give it up to here. They see because they rare. Yes, rare mobs are cool. Like, they're cool to just go upon. And you can also not make them rare, because you can just find a mushroom out and just wait for a storm. But the color is bad. Yeah, exactly. That's why I'm putting them very... I'm putting them top of A tier. Yeah, top of A tier. Since they're rare, they do everything the others can, and apparently have a better stew. So, top of A tier, I think, is good. Mule? Bro, this is just a worse version of the donkey and horse, bro. It's going, like, bottom of C... Actually, no. Uh... Honestly, right ahead of cod, since this one at least drops leather. Mule's better version of donkey? No, it is not. Does it... Wait, can mules store stuff? I don't remember. I don't remember if mules can store stuff. You know, I probably should have done some, research before I did this. Solid A? What do you mean A? What do y'all... D, okay. Alex gets me here. But since two of y'all are saying, I don't know if it's store, like, if it can store stuff or not. Oh, you can? Okay, okay. Then in that case, I'll put it at the top of C tier because one of y'all says D, two of y'all say A, and I think it's on the lower version. Bro, no. We do not hush opinions here unless they're awful opinions. Which I swear, if I catch any of y'all saying that, oh wait, hold on, I can't spoil it. But if I catch any of y'all saying that deserves anything higher than an F, that is an opinion that should be shut up, to be completely honest. But, next we have Ocelot. Okay. Now, I love this game called Minecraft Story Mode, okay? And some of the main antagonists at the very beginning are called the Ocelots. So I already have a bit of bias towards them. I also like how they decorate the jungle biome, which in my opinion is one of the most detailed biomes. And, I also think that Ocelots are just cool. You can feed them fish, and you can't really tame them, but I think they're cool, and they can also scare away creepers. So honestly, my personal bias here, okay? Okay, guys, I know y'all are really gonna hate this, but I have a personal like bias towards loving this mob. You heard me. C tier. In fact, I'm putting it above Armadillo. Yeah, you heard me. I don't think Olay deserves to be this high. I think we're gonna move Olay to the bottom of C tier. Yep. This looks like a pretty solid list so far, honestly. The parrot. I thought it said parrot turtle for a second. I was so confused. Parrot, it's cool. I like how if you give it a cookie, it'll die. I like how it dances to music. It's also just a good pet, and I like how it sits on your shoulder. You will choose C. I knew. IY. I don't know what IY means. But honestly, I think the parrot's a really cool animal. I love how it sits on your shoulder. I hate, though, how... Oh, I did not mean to do that. I hate how it, like, jumps off your shoulder pretty easily. But I like basically everything else about it. It's easy to breed them and tame them because seeds are found everywhere. They have cool stuff like they'll dance along to music. And if you give them a cookie, they'll die. So, bro, I don't like dead parrots. I just think that it's a cool feature. It's a weird feature, but it's a cool feature. It's so cute, and it can dance on your shoulder on Bedrock Edition. Exactly. I think it goes bottom. Actually, I think it goes slightly ahead of. Actually, I'm putting it ahead of Cat. Cat does not have as much uses as the parrot does. I would put it A tier, but right now A tier is reserved for like all the incredibly useful and best mobs. Really, bro. Wyoming, I don't want to hear it. Pig. Okay, Pig is an automatic A tier, but the thing we have to consider is where A tier. Hmm. I think it's ahead of What the? Pause. I could have just done that. I agree with you. Okay, perfect. Pig A tier. Okay. Yeah. But I'm not sure. It's above horse because it gives a really, really good food, which, if cooked, is basically as good as steak. But that's really the only thing it drops, so I don't think it's as good as a chicken because it doesn't drop as much stuff. So I personally think this is a good spot for it. Pufferfish, get your all the way to F tier. Didn't I just pause this? Okay. Okay. Top A tier? No, it doesn't. Pig is not top of A tier. It doesn't have as much uses. Pufferfish C, good for trolling. Okay, yeah, and it's a bit good for trash. I mean, a bit good for traps. I'm not putting it C tier. It's not nearly as good as any of these. But I think out of all these, it's the funniest to use, like for traps and stuff. So yeah, top of D tier sounds good. Also, I think you can make potions with them, so that's pretty cool. Also, if y'all are enjoying the stream, consider liking, subscribing. We are getting close to 150 subs, and it'd mean a lot if you could sub up. But yeah, alright. Next one on the docket is the Zerabbit. The Zerabbit. What do you mean Pufferfish F? It's a solid D. Oh yeah. Now I agree with you. Rabbit. I'm gonna put it right ahead of frogs because they could drop meat and they could drop like leather in a way. I'm pretty sure you can craft some of those into more leather. So yeah. Rabbit F tier, not good drops, also hard to kill. Yeah, they're hard to kill, which is why I put them so low on the list. If they weren't hard to kill, I'd put them in B. Really? D tier, y'all? F tier, D tier? I don't fully agree with that because rabbits offer a decent meat. They give you like 3.5. They give you 3 hunger bars when cooked, and their leather can be crafted into actual leather. So if you're doing like a desert only Minecraft world or something like that, they are essential in progressing. But yeah, D, the bundle will be used with. Oh, yeah, the good point. The bundle will be used with it. So for future uses, right here in C tier is perfect. Right where I put it. Salmon. Personal bias gets me. Bottom of B tier. It's a good food. It's better than cod. It also has a chance of dropping bones, which can craft into bone meal and can be really beneficial for farms and stuff early game. Also, there's some much more detailed mob, like especially compared to the cod. The food is a worse chicken. Yeah, it is a worse. The rabbit is worse chicken, but still. That's why the chicken's in A and the rabbit's in C. But yeah, salmon. Sheep, S tier. Well, we're not on sheep yet. Alright, sheep is an A. Bro, we're not even on sheep yet. But yeah, salmon. Really good food. Real life end game. A lot more detailed. And yeah, also drops bones or something the cod doesn't, I don't think. So, I think the sheep. Yep, the sheep is a solid S tier. Not as good as a cow, because they drop wool, which is used to make a bed, which is incredibly important. But not everybody uses beds. And also the fact that outside of wool for like decorations and beds, their meat really is not that good, let's be honest. But they are a cool mob, and I like how when you name it certain names, it'll like turn rainbow and stuff like that. I think it's a cool feature. Kind of like the thing with the parrots, like cool hidden features that you can do. But yeah, bottom of S tier sounds pretty good to me. Next, we have the skeleton horse. Okay, I think it's good, and you can also ride it underwater, which I think is really cool. Which personally, I would say makes it better than a horse. But the thing is, the horses can be faster, they can jump higher, and they're cuter. But I think the skeleton horse has a lot of detail put into it, and the fact they can go underwater is also really cool. So I think I'm gonna put it top of B tier. C tier. Also, fish have a chance to drop bone meal. Oh, they do. Okay. Top of B. Yeah. A. Not 100% sure. I believe that. All right, now snow golem. They're cool mobs. They're cool mobs. I like how you can make pretty easy snow farms with them. They're pretty easy to make. I also think that their designs, the fact they're even in the game at all, is pretty funny. Overall, I think I'm gonna have to put them like, honestly, for snow farms, they can actually be pretty fast, pretty efficient. I'm putting it top of C tier because they're pretty well designed. Their farms are really easy, and I think snow is just a cool block to use in general, personally. I now got the squid, better version of the glow squid, essentially. This could drop black dye, B for me. I guess maybe we'll see where the list takes us. But yeah, squid, better version of the glow squid. It can drop black dye, which can be used for banners and dyeing wool. And it's also a cool addition to the ocean, but overall, I still don't think it's much better than the glow squid. So I'm honestly gonna have to give it like, actually no, because in the past, when I've been on servers and stuff, I've used a lot of black dye for like banners and stuff for cool designs. So I kind of have to give it a little bit of here. So I gotta put it. I want to put it above Allay. Yeah, squid above Allay because it actually drops something. Next we have the Strider. I could probably count on one hand the amount of times I've used this thing. And they drop string, which is good for another run. Overall, I think it's bottom of D tier, honestly. I'm just really not much of a fan. That might just be me, though. Yeah. Yeah, I think this is a good spot. Next, we have the Tadpole. This is literally like the most useless mob in the whole game, right here. Because they're literally just frogs. They're literally just frogs, but they're not cute because they haven't really evolved. They're basically eggs. There are 4 people and only me typing. Yeah, that's kind of how it goes sometimes, honestly. Yeah, and usually tier list streams don't do as well as like gaming streams. I decided to do this because I felt like doing another one. Cause so far, I've only done Minecraft Story Mode tier rankings, so yeah. F tier. Hey, you're not the only one typing. F tier. Yeah, exactly. Tadpole. Honestly, probably going to be the lowest ranked thing on the entire list, honestly. Like, they're useless in basically every single way. You can use them to make frogs, but frog is already on here separately, so we're not incorporating that. Next, we have the tropical fish. The actual food is awful, but I think the amount of them that there are and how colorful they are, I gotta go. Good night. Alright, see you, Jack Mike. Hopefully see you in another list. But yeah, tropical fish, I think bottom of D tier is perfect. Because you could use them in really cool aquarium designs. And the fact there's just so many is cool, but the food is awful, so it's bottom of D tier for me. C tier, really? Actually, yeah, for the amount of amount of them that there are, I think they're better than pufferfish. I don't think they quite make it to the Allay level though, so I think they're top of D tier. Turtle, they can be used to make turtle shell helmets, which Axel breeding a tier. Axel breeding a tier? What? I'm kind of confused by what you just said, Wyoming. But yeah, turtle. Yeah, turtle. That you can use them to make turtle helmets, but they are pretty difficult to make. But overall, turtle helmets are actually a really cool addition. I love how they're adding some more armor for the player. Sure, it's been years, but still, I think still a cool addition. And it also helps you breathe underwater longer, so combine that with like Aqua Infinity and Respiration, and you were doing pretty well. So yeah, personally, Turtle, they are difficult to gather stuff from, but I also think they're really cool on beaches, and they're very well designed. So for that, honestly, this is the only one that gives an armor to the game. So I'm legitimately going to put it right here. Because it gives an armor piece for the game. And I think it's just cool all around. Tropical fish can be used to breed axolotls. Oh, yeah. I forgot about that. I still think it's top of D. Actually, we'll move it to the very bottom of C tier because of that. Low C or high D? Really, Alex? Okay. Personally, I think that it's bottom of B tier, but I mean, you do you. Sniffer. I've actually used this a decent bit, actually. The plants that they added are pretty cool. I like the design. And the way it, like, gets the seeds is pretty cool. So overall, not many people are probably using this. But I probably give it better than a glow squid. Well, actually, I got to incorporate the decorators. So I think it goes bottom of D tier. I mean, top of D tier. I think that's a good place to have it. At least I think. Alright, next. This might actually be the easiest thing to place, honestly. Like, it's a villager. They could give so many different trades. And, like, you can basically do anything with villagers. They are annoying to deal with when trying to give them jobs and stuff, but come on, they're so overpowered that I think it's worth it. I haven't used it yet. Oh, bro, it's been around for like almost a year now. If a year. Yeah, S, top of S. Wandering Trader. Okay, personally, I think it's an A. Because if you're a super flat, if you do super flat or just flat, this thing could single-handedly save everything. And I also think that their designs are cooler than villagers. Or if we were incorporating all the villager designs, the Wandering Trader will probably be in the higher portion. But yeah, I like how there's a bunch of different traits. I'm sure a lot of them are pretty useless, but if you're doing like a flat world and stuff, it's really good. So I think bottom of A tier. Actually, I think it's above horse. I think this is a good spot. Yeah, it's really cool. I love Wandering Trader. Yeah, exactly. Agent. I don't play Education Edition. And the one time I did at school, this thing was so annoying. NPC, they could be useful for like different maps that you want to do and put on the marketplace and stuff. So I'll put it bottom of D tier. I don't even know what this is supposed to be. It says mob. I use it to get saplings. Yeah. Honestly, Steve is Steve. But this just says mob. So I honestly have absolutely no idea. So I'm just gonna put it at the very bottom. Low D, low C, yeah. But yeah, mob, very bottom, I don't even know what it's supposed to be. Like, why does the fox look like this? What'd they do to mob? What? What the? Pet? Fox. What? I'm gonna assume they're the exact same thing, so let's just go ahead and move this one up here. Foxes, honestly, I think foxes look better. And I think they're really cool. I like how they eat sweet berries. I like how they curl up. So personally, I'm putting it C tier. I'm putting it above these two. And I guess I have to put the pet behind this because I think it's pretty ugly. But if it's still the same thing, then I gotta give it some creds here. Fox or high C, I think where it is now is decent. It's like the first fox is like almost midway through C. Next we have the cave spider. They're just annoying. They're worse versions of the spider. And they give poison. Like there's almost no use. Other than for traps. But even that can't really save them. So I'm putting this one. But they do give strings, so I'm putting them at the very top of F tier. Cave spiders are automatic hit. Yep, you're completely right there, Alex. Completely right. I like that mindset. Next we got bees. Bees are cool, but you don't really use them much. Overall, I'm probably just gonna give it probably top of D tier. Actually, no, I think sniffers are slightly better. Yeah, the designs are cool, kind of funny. But yeah, overall, you just don't really use bees that much. Let's be honest here. Like, let's be for real. Bees are low B, really? I guess if you like honey farms and stuff. Well, yeah, actually. I'm not gonna put in B tier because that's just stupid, in my opinion. But I'll put it ahead of these two. Yo, what's good, Lucas Gray? Hope you're having a great day. Oh my goodness, how do we still have so much? This is gonna be a long tier list, that's for sure. Hold up, what the heck are these for you? Hold up, what the? We'll get to those for sure. Dolphin. They give dolphins grace. They're cute and they're just cool mobs. And they're a good addition to the ocean. I'm gonna put them next to Camel. Just slightly ahead of Camel because they're both really cool additions, but Dolphin gives dolphins grace in water, which since I play on a lot of SMPs, some of them PvP SMPs, they're really good. They're really good with getting away. Like when you get away from them. See? Yeah. I agree. But yeah, Drowned. They're just zombies, but worse. This week I'm gonna be releasing the first episode of a new series. That you'll see it's Minecraft related, and let's just say somebody did not experience a happy end with a Drowned. Let's just say that. I'm not a huge fan. Yeah, I personally think Drowneds go, but they do give Tridents actually. Ooh. Oh, for that fact alone. Okay. Tridents are really cool weapons, and they're really good for mobility, so I kind of have to put them bottom B tier, honestly. Tridents carry them. Like, if it wasn't for Tridents, they would not be here. Maybe if they still had their gold trade that they used to have, for some reason they gave it copper. But yeah, if they still had the gold trade, it'd probably be B tier. Since it's copper, and nobody uses copper, unless you're a builder, it's gotta go, like, B tier. But yeah, next... we got Enderman. I think they're I think they're honestly right here next to the Wandering Trader. Ender Pearls are really cool. Enderman XP farms really good, but they're really annoying to have to deal with. Drowns are C. And not completely sure about that one. Keep in mind, it's at the very bottom of B. Tridents carry. Next we have Goat. Goat horns are cool, but you don't necessarily need the goats for that, since you can find goat horns in Outpost. And they're also kind of annoying to deal with, so I'm going to put them at the bottom of D tier. I personally think that's pretty fair. If y'all think otherwise, go ahead and let me know. But yeah, for now, it's staying right there. Next we got the Iron Golem. Iron Golem. I'm putting this S tier ahead of sheep. Because number one, they protect villagers, which are amazing already. Goats are kind of useless. I agree with you entirely. But yeah, iron golems ahead of sheep. Because their iron farms are very good. And iron can be more useful than diamonds in most scenarios. And also, they have a really cool design. I love how they protect villagers. Yeah, S tier. So yeah, I think easy S tier right here. Just ahead of sheep. I don't think they're as good as cows, though. Actually, I think they are. Because iron is more useful than leather and meat, let's be honest here. I also like the cool bonus feature where sometimes an iron golem will give a rose to a villager. That's pretty cool. We're about to go pretty fast through Llama and Trader Llama. Llama, C tier. It spits on you, but it gives leather. Trader Llama, still C tier. But I think it's right next to... I think it's right after Armadillo, because they have a cool designs, and you get leather from them. Best early game mob, I agree. Alright, next we got pandas. They're very cool additions to jungle, and I love the brown pandas and all the other kinds of pandas. And they're also really cute. I'm gonna have to put them right above Mule, personally. I think this is a solid place to put it, personally. Alright, next we got Piglin. Really good, just give them gold and they'll barter for a bunch of items. Not nearly as good as Wandering Trader, though. And they also attack you. So I'm going to have to put them just above Donkey. I think that's fair. Next we got the Polar Bear. Literally only added because Jeb's wife loves them. Piglins are A tier. I wouldn't go A tier, because keep in mind, this is where we're holding all the best mobs. Polar Bears are pretty useless. They give cod and salmon, but they attack you for like being near them and stuff. And they're actually decently strong. I'm going to put Polar Bears since they actually drop stuff and they're decent. I'm going to put them right ahead of Llama. I think that's solid. If y'all are enjoying the stream, consider liking and subscribing. It means a lot to me. We're on the road to 150 subs, so consider subbing up. Next we got Spider. Way better version of Cave Spider. But they're still pretty annoying because they can climb your walls and get stuck in areas, and you have to like mob-proof some farms to keep them out. So but they do drop string and spider eye, so that's about it. So I think bottom of C tier is a solid place for them, honestly. Next we have Wolf. I think they're obviously the best tameable mob, but other than that, they don't really help you too much. Sure, you can punch something, and they'll attack it, which is something no other mob does, which should automatically, even if you don't like wolves, that should carry them to A tier. But the fact that wolves are some of the best tameable mobs, I like how you could change their collars, and now you could give them wolf armor, so now they're even stronger. I think this just boosts them up into S tier. Or maybe if you don't like wolves, maybe near top of A tier. Zombified Piglins, they're cool. Actually, no, they're not. Bottom of S tier. This is the most... I hate this mob more than anything else. They took away Pigman to replace them with this disgusting thing. I know they had to because they added Piglins. That wouldn't make sense. They had Piglins and Pigmen. But yeah, overall, it took away an amazing mob that I really liked. And also, it's completely useless. It'll also attack you if you punch it. They're good for XP farms, which actually I think carries them up ahead of what these two disgusting things. But yeah, right here looks good. Blaze, they're essential to beating Minecraft, and they're a cool mob, and I like how you can only find them in fortresses. And I like the smoke and fire that they shoot. I actually had a pretty close call with one. Actually, many times I've had close calls. Honestly, since they're essential to beating the game, they're cool looking, and they're found in a cool structure, I'm putting them right next to Enderman because both those are essential to the game. Bogged. These were added in the new 1.21 trial chambers. I'm not a fan, personally, I think. But since they drop arrows of poison and basically the same drops of skeletons from there, I think they gotta go, like, top of D tier. Actually, I love their designs, and they are more useful than a spider, and a llama, oh, and a polar bear, and a tropical fish, and an Allay, and a bee. Actually, I think right behind B is a good one. I think. Breeze, really cool mobs. They're essential to making the newest Minecraft weapon, which is the mace. Really cool weapon. Glad they're adding more stuff like that, like armor and mace, armor and weapons and stuff. Since they're essential to getting an OP weapon, that's the reason I have Drowns this high. I'm putting them above Drowns. Actually, I'll put them above Turtles as well. Because it's more difficult, believe it or not, to get a turtle helmet than it is to get a mace. If you're lucky. Give Mammacube a special tier for me, would ya? Special tier in the Good or bad section, exactly. Good or bad? Alright, creepers. Really good for gunpowder, but I hate it when they sneak up on you. So I think right here, it can be used for making TNT, which is really cool to grief your friends, and fireworks, which are cool for shows, and to fly around with an elytra. Charge creeper. Kind of the same deal, except this is just a cool thing, and their explosions are cool. They're mostly here for griefing your friends. So I'll put it bottom of B tier just for that reason. They're also cool. I love the charged stuff around them. Elder Guardian, it's awful. I think you already know which one. Yep. Let's go ahead. It's not like... What the... It's not letting me add another tier. What is this? Oh, add a row below. Magma Cube. I agree with you. They've been responsible for a lot of bad things. I've been killed several times by them. I was gonna already put them like in F tier, but it seems I'm not the only one who disagrees with how awful they are. So Magma Cube, you go in your own special tier, buddy. Endermites, ugh. Oh yeah, Elder Guardian. I was gonna speak on that, but they give you mining fatigue, and they're just annoying to deal with, so that's why they're there. Endermites, really same boat as Elder Guardians. They're pretty useless, and they're just there because when you do too many Ender Pearl throws, it'll eventually spawn one. They're good for some Enderman farms. Actually, for all Enderman farms, they're essential. But yeah, it's the only reason they... Actually, I'll put them ahead of Elder Guardians. Actually, I'll put them ahead of Taphole and Bats as well. Just for the Enderman farm alone, it barely carries. Gotta love that. Thank you. No problem, no problem. Bro, we gotta hop on Fortnite sometime and see Colombo again. It's been too long. Evoker. I gotta like scroll up a little bit. Evoker. S tier ahead of Wolf because they drop totems and they're really cool. They do spawn Vexes, which I hate to every fiber of my being. But their designs are really cool, and they drop totems, which are some of the most essential items. Which any of y'all who are new to Minecraft, if you have a totem equipped, if you die, quote unquote, it'll pop the totem and it'll save your life. Basically, makes hardcore a walk in the park, essentially. Ghast. They're also F tier, honestly. In fact, they're almost as bad as Elder Guardians. Because Ghast, they shoot fireballs at you, they can fly, but their designs are actually pretty cool in my opinion. They just got the permanent straight face. And they also do drop gas tiers. So yeah, I think it's really which can be used to respawn the Ender Dragon by making them into End Crystals. Which I guess for also an End Crystal PvPer, it can be good for PvP as well. But yeah, it's still going F tier for me. Guardian, still kind of same tier. I'm putting them right below Ghast. They don't give mining fatigue, but they're just really annoying to deal with inside of the Ocean Monuments. But they do have a cool design, I'll say. Oh my goodness, there's still so many left. But yeah, next we got the Hoglin. They're just really annoying, I'm gonna be honest. They do drop food, which could be really good in the Nether if you're low on it. So I'll put them ahead of Strider. They're the better Nether mob. Husks. They're literally just worse versions of zombies, and they give you hunger. So they're kind of just F tier. But they do drop rotten flesh, and they have a cool design, so I'll put them right below Endermites. How on earth is F tier, and how on earth is F tier more than C tier? I mean, more than D tier, A tier, S tier, and B tier? How? Yikes! F tier is just full of so many awful mobs. Phantom, and we're adding another one to it, guys. Let's go. That's going right behind Ghast. They're awful. Whoever voted this in, I'm disappointed. But they did also market it like they wanted this one to be the winner. They're a cool challenge, though, if you decide to stay up late. Like, for 3 nights in a row, but still, they're just annoying. Like, if you have a build and you don't want to go to sleep, then they're just a nuisance to you. And they don't even drop anything good. They drop Phantom Membranes, which can be used to repair Elytras, or to make slow-falling potions. Next, we got Piglin Brute. This is a D tier ahead of NPC, simply because I love their designs, but they don't drop anything. And they're just annoying in the Bastions. That's why they're so low. But their designs single-handedly carry them. Like, look at this design. It's so cool. Way better than the Piglins. Yeah, like, it's not even close, really. Next, we got the Pillager, regular Pillager, Seaman Raids, guarding the outposts. They're cool mobs. They do drop crossbows and arrows, and if you have them during a raid, they'll drop emeralds as well. So for all that, they're slightly better than Bogged. Actually, no, I think they're slightly worse than Bogged. These drop poison arrows, which is pretty cool. Next, we have Ravager. They drop saddles, but they're a real nuisance, so I'll put them bottom of D tier. Their designs are pretty cool, but also kind of messed up if you think about it. Shulkers. They used to make Shulker boxes. That is an easy, hold up. Easy S tier. Best storage in the whole game. Not as good as Totems. Actually, I think Wolf is ahead of Shulkers, because Shulkers, when you actually try to kill them, they sometimes teleport away, and when they hit you, it'll levitate you, so it's just really annoying to deal with. Silverfish. They're worse than Guardians. They're just awful. They do nothing. And you can find them just hiding in stone in strongholds, and they're so annoying to deal with. Classic Skeleton. Since I like the mob better than Bogged, Skeleton automatically gets a B tier. I think bottom, head of these two sounds good. Because they drop bows, arrows, bones, and they're just cool. So, yeah, you can also find them in the Nether too. So, Slime has gotta be Slime farms and stuff. I mean, they're decent. I'll put them right behind. I'll put them actually very top of D tier, because they can be useful for stuff like sticky pistons and stuff. But I'm not a redstone guy, so I don't use that. They're also just cool for making slime blocks, which I just like, just in general. And I also think the mob is pretty cute. Strays, definitely F tier. These are awful. But I think they're the very top, because they give slowness, which really sucks and really annoying. But they also do drop bows, arrows of slowness, and bones. So that's why it's F tier, but the slowness just really, really annoying. I hate it. Bro, look how many F tiers we're having. And here's another one. Vex. You know, when I said zombified piglins are the worst mob in the game, they are, in my opinion, because they got rid of the pigmen. But if it wasn't for that, and I had to pick a real least favorite mob, it'd probably be the Vex. They're super overpowered. They have iron swords that do way more damage than regular iron swords. They can go through walls. They try to kill you, so they're hostile. They also try to kill your villagers, so if you have them secured inside a house, it usually won't work. So yeah, and they're also just plain ugly, if I'm 100% honest. Next we have the Vindicator. They're cool designs, but I think they're like D tier as well, but I think they're like right here. Because they can drop iron axes, and if you have them during a raid, they'll drop emeralds or enchanting books. But you'll mostly find them during Woodland Mansions. But I think they're really cool for that. Next we got the Warden. Really cool mob. Love how they kind of added a new boss. So I'm going to have to put Warden C tier. Actually, I'll put it B tier since it's been so long since we've had a real boss in the game. And I'll put it... It's not better than Piglins. So, yeah, right there. Sounds good. Wither Skeleton. Used to get Wither Skulls, which could be used to summon a Wither, which if you kill it will get a Nether Star, which will get you a beacon. And beacons are amazing in every shape of the way, every shape of the form. So Wither Skeletons gets an automatic C tier. They also themselves drop bones and stone swords. Stone swords are useless, but bones are cool and very useful. So I'm gonna put them ahead of Allays. Yeah, it looks good. Witch, really annoying, but I love their design. I love how they will sometimes drop potions. And witch farms, when you actually kill them, will also give you a bunch of stuff. They'll give you gunpowder, redstone, glowstone, all that stuff. I'm definitely missing some. But yeah, overall, I think they're a really cool mob. And I think that they deserve a solid, honestly, A tier. I think they're going right behind horse, very bottom of A tier. Actually, they're slightly better than horses. Yep. Yep, next we got the Zoglin. If I put the Hoglin there, Zoglins are just worse versions. They don't even drop regular meat, so that's the only thing that made the Hoglin go there. So it goes right next to the zombified Piglin. They're both awful. A travesty for real. Next, we got the zombie. Classic mob in Minecraft. Absolutely love it. Drops rotten flesh. It isn't the best, but can also be turned into mob. Like, it can also be a good XP farm. Well, decent XP farm. But they're just like the most iconic mobs, so I think automatically I have to give them an S tier. Even though if we were counting usefulness, they'd be at like bottom of B tier, maybe even top of C tier. Actually, I'm moving Wither Skeletons up to B tier. And I'm moving Bogged up to here, and I'm moving Pillagers up to here as well. Yep, looks good, looks good. But yeah, overall, Zombie just a really classic mob. I love it. And yeah, Zombie Villager, they're basically the same bow. In fact, actually, they're better than the Zombie because if you get a golden apple and a potion of weakness, you can actually turn them into a villager. Also, fun fact for all y'all watching this: if you play Minecraft and you're annoyed that it takes so long for a zombie villager to turn back into a villager, place iron bars around it because for some reason that actually makes it go faster. If you don't believe me, you can go search it up. But yeah, really cool feature. Very weird feature, but cool. Ender Dragon, it's literally the boss of Minecraft, guys. You cannot put it anything less than S tier. The real question is where. It gives a crap ton of XP, which is something you have to think about the first time, and even the first few times after that. It also is the whole reason the end is a thing, so that's kind of the reason we have shulkers and stuff. And a whole dimension, really. Also, the whole island where the Ender Dragon is, the end crystals that heal it, the way to resummon it, I think it's just a solid S tier there. Wither, they can drop Wither Stars, which automatically gives it a solid C tier. I also think that their Wither Stars can be used to make beacons, which give you a bunch of good effects. But yeah, Wither, overall, it's a really cool design. And it reminds me of the Wither Storm, which I play a lot of Minecraft Story Mode, so I absolutely love the Wither Storm. I think it goes right here at B. Actually, head of Wither Skeleton. And I had a Charge Creeper. In fact, Charge Creeper, yeah, that Charge Creeper can move down to a C. Perfect. Zombie Horse. Don't really use it in vanilla, but it's a cool looking horse, so I'll put it D tier. Bottom of D tier. Giant. The Giant's alright. It just stands there, but it's funny. So I'd have to give it also. I'm not sure if it drops anything though. If it drops rotten flesh, I'll put it in D tier, but I don't think it does, so I'll put it It's not awful like the rest of like these, so I'll put it right ahead of Husk. Yeah, that sounds about right. Next we got Illusioner, never fully added, but it was a cool design, so I'll put it ahead of Hoglins. Killer Bunny, hate it. It's just awful. I don't even think it drops anything, so it's just barely ahead of Vex. Elder Guardian Ghost, that's just the effect. That's just as bad. That's the thing that reminds me that I have mining fatigue. So that goes below Elder Guardian. In fact, it doesn't even have a drop. So it goes right next to Vex, actually, because this might have a drop. Old Villager, I liked them. They were pretty cool. I like the guys in the white the most, honestly. And they still had decent traits and stuff, so I'll put them. They're still villagers at the end of the day. I'll put them right here. Perfect, yeah. Old Zombie Villager, it's literally the exact same thing as this, except it gets you the old villagers. So it's just slightly worse than the old villagers. So I'll put them. They're still villagers at the end of the day. Yeah. Alright, next we got is the Diamond... Oh. April Fool's Snapshot. Alright, April Fool's mobs. Now, for those of these I've actually played with, top of it would have to go to... honestly, I don't really have an opinion. The only ones I did do a series on the potato streams, but I don't think I really got to fight many of these things. I definitely fought the poisonous potato zombie and the toxifin slab like once or twice. Just wasn't a big fan. Nerd creeper, is that actually a real thing? Charged nerd creeper, why is that a thing? Moon cow, honestly, I'll put that right here because it just looks the funniest, honestly. Ray tracing, ugh. Potato. Mega squid, mega spud. Huh, don't know what that is. There. And there. This is our ranking, everybody. Comment down below if y'all agree with the ranking that I did. Personally, I think I did a pretty good job. I might come back to this later on, maybe when 1.24, 1.25 comes out, there will be a whole lot more mobs, so I'll be able to put more down. But yeah, I enjoyed this. I got to do something that wasn't gaming and still lasted for, oh my goodness, like an hour. Pretty cool, though. Thank you all for watching. Consider liking, subscribing. It mean a lot to me. We're on the road to hit 150 subs. But, yeah, and if y'all enjoyed, like and subscribe. It mean a lot to me. That's all I have for you today.